Hello, this is Andy's Golf and Travel Diary here at the University of North Florida at the UNF Golf Complex. And I am here with Lexi Thompson. Lexi, it's a pleasure to be with you this morning.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Tell me, what brings you to Northeast Florida?
Yeah, well, I'm doing an event. They're called Red Bull Tee Times Lexi. I've done them since I turned pro in 2010, and I'm here at UNF's facility to do another one of these events and interact with my fans, do a little Q&A, and maybe a little golf clinic.
Wow, well, I'm excited to see the clinic and learn a few things. Do you have a couple minutes to answer a few questions?
Sure, of course.
So Lexi, tell me a little bit about when you turned pro at age 15. You didn't have any status on any tour, obviously, but you went out and qualified for the Women's U.S. Open and ended up tying for 10th. What did that mean to you to earn it, something like that right out the gate?
Yeah, well, when I turned pro at the age of 15, I couldn't have full status because the requirement age is 18 years old. So I had to play my way, but getting my first win under my belt at the Navistar LPGA Classic and earning the full exemption on the LPGA Tour was definitely a huge accomplishment for me, and I've always wanted to play out in the LPGA, so getting that full status meant a lot.
Well, actually, you know, you're really a woman of persistence and performance. According to my research, you requested a sponsor's exemption to increase it from 6 to 12, and you were denied that. And then you wanted to play Q School in the LPGA, and that was accepted. And in the interim, you had won that tournament.
Yeah.
And then you applied for a exemption to become a member of the LPGA, and you were granted. Where does that persistence come for you?
Yeah, well, I had asked for status on the LPGA and they denied it, so I had to go to Q School, and I had won Q School first stage, and then between first stage and second stage I had won the Navistar LPGA Classic and then asked for full exemption status out on the LPGA, and it was granted because I had won. So definitely very persistent, but it takes a lot of hard work, and I'm so happy that I've accomplished my goals and continue to hopefully accomplish more.
It really has been an amazing 4 years, but where does that persistence come? Are you like that in your personal life, just your professional life, or?
I would say definitely more in my professional life, but I'm just a very determined person overall. I mean, it doesn't matter what if it's in a sport or anything, just in life in general, I'm very determined to be the best, or just to be the best person I can be in life in general.
Great. Now, Annika obviously has played on the men's PGA Tour at Colonial, but your first professional win was on the Fusion Tour, which I understand is men and women. The women only play up 6%, 94% of the distance, but you beat a man for your first pro victory in a one-hole or two-hole playoff.
Yeah, it was actually at my home course, so I had quite an advantage. But, you know, I played in those tournaments a lot because when I first turned pro, I could only play in the 6 sponsor exemptions that I could get into, and then I played some European Tour golf. So I wasn't used to just playing that little of a year of a schedule. So I played in a few of those on my off weeks, which was nice just to get that competition still flowing. And it was a great experience for me. I mean, I haven't done any probably since that tournament, but it was my first professional win.
Now tell me, growing up, you have 2 older brothers. Obviously, everybody knows about Nicholas and his success on the PGA Tour. Curtis is out of LSU, or he's still playing there?
No, he's out of LSU. He just turned professional, and he actually won the pre-qualifying school for Q School. Okay.
How did golf come to your family? Was it with your grandparents or your parents, or why golf?
Well, I grew up playing, or living on a golf course for that matter, and having 2 older brothers that played, but my mom played in high school and college. My dad plays a few times a year, but both my brothers both played baseball and golf at the same time, but I don't know why we all chose golf, but I know why I did. Living on a golf course and having 2 older brothers that played, and it just grew on me so much.
Now you have a string of youngest records. The youngest woman or girl to qualify for the U.S. Open, age 12. The youngest woman to win an LPGA event, age 16. But both of those records have been broken by Lydia Ko and Lucy Lee. I mean, what's it like being you at your age in this world of competitive golf?
Well, it's truly amazing how much women's golf has grown even since I turned pro, and just how much the better the competition is. It's getting younger and younger. Girls are starting at a younger age, which is just very cool to see, and just knowing that we have that influence on little girls too. But you know, records are made to be broken, and I knew once I qualified and made those records that it was going to be broken in a few years. But it's very crazy that an 11-year-old qualified and beat my record. But I did play a practice run with her, and she is good, so she's definitely going to be out there soon.
Now, I like to think golf is a lot like life. There's so much to learn and apply to each. But if you had your skills and your persistence and performance in any other sport, do you think you would have done what you did, turning pro and being so successful at a young age, or what's unique in your mind about golf?
Yeah, I mean, every sport's different. So I would say if I wasn't a golfer, I think I would be like a soccer player. I did play soccer when I was little too, but every sport's different, so you can't say how far you would have made it or at what age. But I would say the best thing about golf is just that it brings people together. I mean, it's brought my family together and such a great group of friends that I have in the golf world. I mean, it is such a small world in the golf community, but I mean, it is so big. It's amazing. But I think you do learn a lot about yourself in the game of golf, responsibility-wise, personality-wise, and just you learn so much about yourself. I couldn't even tell you how much I've learned just throughout every tournament that I teed up in.
And now you've been with Red Bull since the start. What was the relationship there? How did that come to be?
Yeah, well, it's definitely quite a story, but I have been with them since I turned pro in 2010, and they have been such an amazing sponsor with me. They do anything it takes for their athletes to perform at their best level, and that's what I wanted in a sponsor, so I couldn't ask for anything more.
And what will you say to the young women and men here at the University of North Florida this afternoon during your clinic?
Well, it depends what they ask me. I pretty much get any questions about everything, which like what music I like, what food I like to eat, or the mental aspect or fitness stuff I do. So I'm looking forward to hearing all their questions and answering them all, a way to give back to my fans and just interact with them.
Well, Lexi, I want to thank you for being part of Andy's Golf and Travel Diary.
Yeah, no
It's so awesome to meet you, and you are truly an inspiration to many people. And
thank you so much.
And best of luck to you in your future and turning 20.
Thanks.